Hello, world. Isn't this a most blessed day? This is Tommy Hagewood coming to you from sunny Leesburg, Florida. It's 67 degrees, forecast to go up to 68 on this another rainy day, April 16th, 2020. What a difference a day can make, as sunny Florida is now experiencing a rainy day, but we desperately need the rain in this time of drought. Early this month, I had another one of those things you have mixed feelings about as you grow old, another birthday. They seem to be coming quicker than when I was younger, and I'm now having one every year. To add insult to injury, this year my wife and I spent the day isolated socially from family and friends due to the stay-in-place order of our governing authorities on the account of the coronavirus. But there were some bright spots. One of them was from my 6-year-old grandson, Bubby, a.k.a. Austin, who lives 75 miles away. His father, my younger son, told him tomorrow is Granddaddy's birthday. He quickly responded, "We should take him some strawberries, and I would like to sit and have a brownie with him." Such a sweet kid. No wonder they call them grand kids. Now, I could do without the brownie, although my wife couldn't, and with difficulty the strawberries, but not without his desire to be with his granddaddy. This brings me to the point of this lesson. In the third beatitude, Jesus said, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth," in Matthew 5 and verse 5. The NASB translates the word as gentle. I personally prefer the word meek. Meek is a word not often used or admired in our modern culture, and the New Testament Greek word translated meek or gentle doesn't mean what many people think of when they think of meekness. It does not mean cowardice or weakness or spinelessness. It means strength under control. In the New Testament sense, it means strength is under the control of the Master, Jesus Christ. William Barkley, in his book Flesh and Spirit, gives the illustration of a wild animal that's been domesticated. When you break a wild horse, for example, you don't want to break or crush his spirit. You want to bring that raw power under the control of his master so that he will do productive work instead of kicking and bucking. If you've ever ridden a bucking horse, which I have not, you know the difficulty involved in breaking that animal. In a similar fashion, our wild and rebellious nature needs to be broken so that we humbly submit to the Master, Jesus Christ. Mr. William Barkley gives several examples in the New Testament to show the usage of the word meek. While I disagree with many of his theological positions, I admire the way he succinctly gets to the point of the meaning of many of the Greek words used in the New Testament. Following is a brief summary of some of the points he made on pages 111 through 121. Meekness is the spirit in which we learn. We're to receive with meekness the implanted word which is able to save our souls, James 1 and verse 21. Meekness is the spirit which we use to discipline people. Galatians 6 and verse 1, we're to restore the rebellious person who repents in a spirit of meekness. Meekness is the spirit in which we prepare to teach others. We are to sanctify Jesus in our hearts and be ready to give a defense to anyone that asketh us, a reason of the hope that is in us with meekness and fear. Meekness is the spirit in which we teach other people. In 2 Timothy 2 and verse 25, Paul said that we are in meekness to correct those who are in opposition. Meekness is the spirit that pervades the whole of the Christian's life. In James 3 and verse 13, his works are done in the spirit of meekness. And so we understand that meekness is a very important word in the New Testament. And so what does all this have to do with strawberries and a brownie? These are pleasantries of life which we may now enjoy, but they certainly don't define what life is all about. Jesus said in Matthew 4 and verse 4, "Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God." If all a person wants in this life is food, shelter, and sexual satisfaction, it's a shame that he wasn't born a horse or a chicken. That seems to be all that they want. But God has given us a desire for far more in life than that we've been created in His image, and we long, if we're honest, for a relationship with Him. We long for a time when we can sit down and eat some strawberries with Him and a brownie. Now, this is obviously a metaphor for the banquet feast we look forward to with the Father and the Son in the eternal kingdom with the redeemed of all time. COVID-19 won't last forever. Neither will our short stay here on this earth. We're but strangers and pilgrims on a journey to eternity. Please remember, search the Scriptures, serve the Lord, share the gospel with others. Till next time, this is Tommy Hagewood wishing for you all in our beautiful world a very pleasant good day.